Okay, sometimes you just need to, try different style. And that kind of different style change is nothing about the control net. It's nothing about, say, LoRa, but more about the base model. Okay, so basic checkpoint, you need to change the whole checkpoint, but you don't want to, change too much, because you don't want, completely change the whole image, the whole composition. You want to remain the style of your first generation as much as possible, but you just try to play around with different model. So how to do that? So basically, the problem becomes you are already using a workflow, and you already generate an image, and then I say, hey, I want this image. I want every part of the image except, you know, I don't want anime style. I want like a realistic. Okay, everything perfect. Just change a person to a realistic person. How to do that? Let me show you. So let's just. I think I can clear everything and start from scratch. So let's just think about this. You need to load the model first. Okay. So the first checkpoint will be, the first idea that you have. So for example, you want the anime style. So anything. This is a good model. Okay. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And by the way, it's not like anime and realistic change. You don't have to do something like that. It's just you know, you can have a different anime style, even. Just that, if you want a style change, as long as this is a change that you have to achieve by using model, you gotta do it, all right? And yeah, so the checkpoint model will go directly to the case samplers model. Really simple one, okay? Model to model. But what's in between is what makes things very, very interesting. So for example, the clip, instead of just directly plug that into positive as well as negative prompts, I'm going to do a last layer, set last layer. So basically, I don't want the final result yet. I want the final result, but you know, go go back a little bit. Go back. Normally, I would set like a one or two layers before, because it's still something that needs to process. For example, I got two models. Normally, I would minus one. Got like a two models to switch from, so minus two. Okay, it's not a must, and you can play around with this. You can like minus three, minus four. Doesn't really matter. Just need to know, minus one means that it stop at one step to reach the goal. Minus two, two steps, just still unfinished. Okay, so let's go here, and then we can add. Let's just search for it. Set last layer. Okay, normally the default is minus one, and of course you can adjust to minus two, because you're going to play around with this later manually. So that's the reason why it's minus two. Minus one is also okay. Doesn't really change that much. Just just you just need to know what you're doing. Okay, and then the clip comes to a very interesting part. The clip can just to go directly to the clip text encode. So you can say clip text encode a prompt. Okay, you can just plug that directly to here. But but here's another trick. You can just single out the text, put it to another box, and then you plug that in, and then you know, mix it up. Yeah, all that is okay. Just to okay. So clip to clip, and the text, you can have a positive text like a, I don't know, anime girl. Yeah, I'm not going to specify anime, because I might need to change it. So I'm going to say beautiful, beautiful girl. I don't know. Um, at the beach. Okay. Smile. Smile. Okay. Something like that. Okay. And yeah, this is like the last drawing that I have. Okay. beautiful girl at the beach, and yeah. And then after you have got that, we got a conditioning out, okay? And this conditioning can go directly to the positive prompt, okay? And then where's the negative prompt, you have to do the negative prompt as well. So I'm going to add another clip text prompt, and this will be our negative prompt. Go to the negative, and then you can say ugly watermark. I don't know, maybe bad anatomy, something like that. I've seen a lot of people doing that. I think it's just it's not that you said you don't need to, you can't have a bad anatomy and they won't have. Sometimes you will still have just black box. So the negative prompt still needs a clip for input, so you can go back, and the clip can start from the load checkpoint. Okay, so yeah, it's ready, and go back here. Condition will still need a latent image as an input. So what I'm going to do is to load the empty latent image. So basically it's just the canvas size. Give it some noise and just completely noise it in the case down below, then you can generate things. So empty latent image. And right now I want to have maybe I'm going to have like a wider view. So the width will be like 768. So it's much wider. The height will be just 500. Yeah, I'll just leave it here. The batch size, yeah, 1. Of course, I already show you how to like batch generate things. I'm not going to waste your time here. You can watch my previous video. Okay, positive next, yeah, all this already plugged, and then we can get the latent. Okay, we just first need to get one workflow ready, and then gradually add more things. Okay. So first, let's finish the first case sampler. Okay, you got the latent. You can't just show it. You have to decode. So latent. Come back, and VAE decode. Okay, and you got the image, right? You can preview it, or you can save it. Okay, I personally just use save because I got a lot of space, and I want like save. It's better save than sorry, right? Just save every step of the way. Okay, save it. Remember, we're still lacking a VAE here, so let's check whether I load the VAE. You can use the VAE in the model, of course. Things I'm going to, use multiple models. So VAE will be like shared VAE. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's load the VAE by a VAE loader. Do something like this. I love this model. So the VAE plugin, and voila, that's the first workflow. So if you just click it, I believe we can already give you a nice beautiful girl at the beach and smile. Okay, so let's try this. So after a few times try, I think the generation is great, but of course it's AI generated, so you got a lot of weird stuff. So as you can see, the hand is weird, the proportion is just weird. Okay, this is pretty decent, but the folding is weird, so it can't be used as a commission or something like that. But it can quickly give you say color palette, okay, and just some hint of how to do things. But here comes the amazing part. I'm going to add another case sampler so you guys can see how to use one output of case sampler and how to use this kind of like a chain reaction to do things. All right, so let's do this. So case sampler, okay, you just need to remember this. Case sampler is like the center of everything. So if you don't know how to write things, just write a case sampler and try to play around with it. Okay, you got another case sampler, still need a model. So if you want to change a model, you just need to load a checkpoint. Okay, this will give you a new model. So for example, you want anything model, you want like let me think about this. You want a so previous I think I got this like dream shape sort of a model. So where is it? Hello Young is also a very good model. Animage. Let's try this animage or dream. Where's the dream? Realistic. Okay, I got too many models. Okay, doesn't really matter. Dream shaped, yeah, doesn't really matter as long as you can even got like a multiple models. I can load the third model. Doesn't really matter. Okay, you just need to got this model and you plug this model into the case samplers model. Okay, and as simple as that. And also you need a clip. Right now the clip, you need to have this clip plug into something. Okay, but you want to share with the text input that you already done previously. So what I'm going to do is go back to the text. Where's my text input? Remember, we're talking about the positive. Okay, so we got this text here, but here comes to the interesting part. You want a text, you want to share the same text input, but there's no way to output the text right now. How to solve this? Really simple. You just need to, you're going to cut it. Okay, you're going to right click, you're going to convert widget to input, convert text to input. So the text just become a node that you need to plug in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to write another thing that can dedicate it to give you a text output. So this way you can plug that not only in here, but also you can plug that into anywhere else. So I'm going to say prompt clip prompt prompt text, I believe. Yeah, that's the way. Okay, so basically this will be your positive prompt, because you're going to share the positive prompts to model. You're going to share the same positive prompts. So I'm going to paste the beautiful girl at the beach smart here, and we got a prompt. We got show help. We don't need help right now, so just got a prompt, and the prompt will basically just some text. The prompt is go to the text, and so the original way still works. But what about the second way? The prompt go all the way to the right, and you might ask why we need to like single out this. That's because we need this prompt also to share the positive prompt. So what I'm going to do is to drag this whole prompt and go all the way to here. Drag it. Let me add a reroute. So go all the way because we need that kind of positive prompt. So let's go here. Okay. Instead of just plug that inside, we need some of the intermediate way of doing things, because we also need the clipped from the our new checkpoint. So new model, I believe is like above here. Okay, new checkpoint need a clip output, and what we're going to do is to combine the text as well as the clip together and use that as a kind of condition. So the condition will, it's not just the positive text, but rather we have to get some information. You can just simply treat it as this. You have to get more information from not only the text but also from the model. The new model, say Dream Shaper. So that's the reason we need a clip. So let's use a clip text encoder. And if you use simply this, this won't fit. Okay, let me just delete this. I don't need it. This simply won't fit because the clip, of course, can be here, but the text, you need to change it as a convert widget to input. Convert. So we got the text input. This is our text, right? So you can click it here. So this way, all that share with the text go all the way to here. Okay, let's go back. So the text input already got it. VAE, VAE we don't need it. Condition, but all this is the positive condition. So the conditions just go to the positive. Really simple, right? As for the negative, we can go all the way back. I believe we already got this like a negative input. Where is it? Alright, this is a negative input, and we have to reroute it somewhere. So reroute here, go back, go up a little bit, just add more reroute. Okay, go back here, just a tiny little bit. Right, so then we can plug that into the negative. Okay, so far so good. So where is it? Yeah, here. Plug that into the negative and all that. So still we need a latent image. Here comes to a thing very interesting. The latent image has to share with the original generated image. So just hear me out. So if you use just imagine if you just use a empty latent image, you can only manually control the size, but you can't possibly generate based on the results of your first generation, because you just want to change the style by changing the model, but you can keep as much information as the first generation as possible. So what I'm going to do is to use a chain of K-sampler. Right now, the first K-sampler will give us some latent, okay? And we can just simply use this. Of course, we can just add directly plug that into the latent image. Of course, you can do that. But I want a simple trick, okay? Just hear me out, okay? So first, the image got 2 pixels, okay? And I want this pixel to get more scaled away, plugging some pixel inside. So basically just scale it up and then denoise it. So ... maybe what's inside got randomly generated according to the prompt as well as the new model. So here's a trick for you. You upscale it, give it more wiggle space, and then denoise it. So render some part of the pixel useless, and using AI to plug in, so you can control the original generation and use the information. It's kind of like a pixelated control net, if you will. Okay, so of course you can directly plug in, but the result won't be too good. So what I'm going to do is to give it more wiggle space by adding a upscale. So latent upscale by, okay, this is pretty interesting. So you can use, say, nearly exact upscale, just a tiny little bit. The default 1.5 is perfect. So you can just use it, plug your latent, so you get more wiggle space, and then denoise. You can just change a tiny little bit of denoise. So say 0.3 or 0.4, something like that. Okay? Does it make sense? I think I speak that really slowly. The first is that English is not my first language. I try to learn English. Second is that I want you guys to be perfectly clear about what I'm about to do. Okay, once you got this latent, then you need to decode and then finally get the result. So decode and then image, then you can say save image. Always save the image. That's my suggestion. But where's the VAE? So we have to find the VAE previously. I think we load VAE somewhere previously. Yeah, here is the VAE. That's perfect. Just got this reroute. Got it here. I believe we need another reroute. Got it here. And plug that into the VAE. So we got another generation. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to drag the final generation and compare that with the first generation. So you guys can see I changed the model, but I use this as a kind of pixelated control, and let's see the result. Obviously, I need to click it and change another image. Let's do this. So after I click, as you can see, it's generating. So yeah, the first candidate is here. Okay, a beautiful girl at the beach. Yeah, that's perfect. I think it's done a pretty decent job. So this is our first generation using the animation model like that. I'm not sure. I just use from random anything model. Okay, and we use this as another input. Choose say Dream Shaper something model. So it's a more realistic or digital painting sort of flair to it. So you guys can compare these two. Okay. Yeah, that's very interesting, even uncanny. Okay, I think this results pretty good. So first generation, we sort of fix this, and we make it more fine-tuned, like this. Okay, we got all this wave, beach, and all that. But as you can see, this is more like a semi-realistic, like a Disney or I don't know, Pixel studio style. Okay, like a digital painting modeling, then render the style. This is more like anime. And the funny thing is, if you look at the wave, this is more like the digital paintings anime sort of a wave. This is more like a realistic wave. So different model do have different, you know, style or flavor. Okay, this is more semi-realistic. This is more anime. That's perfect, right? Of course, you can have like a chain of reaction. Case sampler, case sampler, case sampler. That's amazing. So yeah, I hope this video is helpful. And if you want to download any of the workflow, you can join the Patreon. I like save all that into a Google Drive, okay, and pin that to the top. Okay, you join it, you can download everything, and you can use whatever you like. Okay, you can even use your commercial project to set up your own projects. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Okay, thanks, bye. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thanks, bye.